There are rumors going around that you may sell your entire collection. Is this true? We all know you have been eccentric in the past with your decisions. YouTubers and other collectors feel that you don't have the patience to hold on to your cards long enough to establish a winning collection. What do you have to say about this?
Since your eccentric ways keep preventing you from building a big collection, did you ever consider giving up and collecting Pokemon cards?
They told me that you had gone totally insane. And that your methods were unsound.
What you just watched was Dayne's last interview he gave to a reporter. You can see plainly he is not the joyful man YouTube viewers have come to know. He shaved his head, sweating profusely, and clearly has gone mad. What remains now are the videos he showed, the joy he sparked, and the memories we now carry. Grieve if you must, but also remember, he gave us something timeless. Dayne at ClassySportsCards, whose creativity brought showing vintage sports cards to life in ways YouTube viewers have not seen before, has gone missing. Many say he walked into the wilderness and is never coming back. Perhaps that's true. Perhaps that's where this eccentric genius always belonged. YouTube viewers are not taking this well. A crowd has assembled and a search party has begun looking for Dayne. Mass chaos and panic has broken out. Viewers are fearful they will never see another masterpiece video from Dayne again.
Ludwig, you will search the woods. Those are your group. You will take to the mountains. Those are your people. I will lead the third group by the lake. Remember, get him alive if you can, but get him. But search every ravine, every crevice. But the fiend must be found. Are you ready? Light your torches and go.
I'm super worried, guys. I don't know where Dayne is. I know that there's a lot of pressure with the whole YouTube thing. I know the paparazzi has been after him. They've been just chasing him down, and he's gotten so much fame and notoriety from YouTube. And, you know, he originally reached out to me. I was one of the first connections he made in the YouTube community. And I don't feel like I warned him enough. I don't feel like I told him what it was like to, you know, have all this fame and fortune as a result of, you know, being on YouTube. It's just, you know, there's just people looking in your windows and stuff. And so I'm worried. And I know, you know, Sammy took a break for a while and Brent took a break for a while. And I don't know if he's taking a break, but I'm really worried because I don't know where he is. But he's missing. And, you know, we had talked about doing this Why We Collect and Who We Collect series, you know, about, you know, different players that we collect. And I had shared some ideas of who I thought I might choose to talk about. And so I kind of feel like we should still do that. But I'm really worried. I just don't know what to do. And, you know, if anybody hears that he's okay, let me know. But I'm pretty concerned. All right, so why do I like collecting Otto Graham cards? I love football. I love watching football. I love vintage football. I love old cards of everything. And I kind of love how underappreciated vintage football cards are. I think that there are some really amazing looking cards of some really amazing players with much lower populations out there than their baseball card counterparts. But for whatever reason, you can still get really great cards of players like Otto Graham for very reasonable prices. So I think that collecting Otto Graham cards is a really good deal, and it's a really good opportunity to get great cards of a great player. I think my favorite story about Otto Graham is the fact that he actually went to Northwestern on a basketball scholarship, and he was a really good basketball player. In fact, his senior year of college, he was a basketball All-American, in addition to, all of his success on the football team. And the way that he actually got found by the football coaches is they saw him at an intramural game. So he was playing quarterback and throwing the ball at an intramural game, and the coaches saw him and were like, we need this guy. And they convinced him to come out and play. And so he ended up having a ton of success in football, but he was also a really, really good basketball player. He even went on to play in the professional basketball league before a merger which created the NBA. And with the Rochester Royals, he won a basketball championship before he signed with the Cleveland Browns to become the football player who went on to win 7 championships. Some of those were with the NFL and some of those were with a different named league, but the league. And so 10 straight years he took his football team to the championship game. 7 of those they won. And I think it was 4 of those were the NFL. But he was actually a basketball star and professional basketball player and basketball All-American as well.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
I think if I could ask him one question, his parents were actually music teachers. And so they introduced him to a lot of music, and he played, I think, multiple instruments as well. I think I would have a couple of questions. If I were to ask him anything, I would ask him first, why did he go sports instead of music, since he had sort of this upbringing of music? But secondly, he was really good at basketball. He was really good at football. Which one did he actually like more? Did he prefer playing basketball, or did he prefer playing football? Because he was wildly successful at both. But which one did he actually like the most and have more passion for? All right, so I have a lot of Otto Graham cards. I will go ahead and show you my 3 favorites, but I like all of them. He doesn't have a ton of cards, actually. One of my favorites is going to be his rookie card, which is the 1950 Bowman. I have it here in a PSA 3 holder, and I just think that this is a beautiful card. Very affordable for what you get. Again, vintage football, for whatever reason, is super affordable. So that's one of them. His second card I really like, the 51 Bowman. And I have this one in a PSA 4. And I think that this is a cool card. Again, you can see there's a little bit of wax on that one, which doesn't bother me at all. But you can see him in his Browns uniform. It's a cool picture. Again, I try to get well-centered, good eye appeal cards. So this is a beautiful second year. And then I just figured I like his third year card too. This one's cool because he's throwing it. And you can see this is in a PSA 4 holder. Again, beautiful card. I think it has great eye appeal. And I think all of his cards are really cool looking, but those are his first, second, and third, 1950, 51, and 52 Bowman would be my three favorites. So I have his full Bowman run. He has a 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54 Bowman. And then he's part of the 1955 Topps All-American set. I have that card as well. So those are his main playing days cards. The one card of his that I also have a couple of his autographs. The one card of his that I don't have that I think I'd like to get is there is an exhibits card from right around, I think it's 48 to 50, somewhere in there. And it's kind of a cool picture. It's kind of that sepia tone. And he's kind of throwing the ball kind of off balance, but it's a really cool image. I don't have that yet. I've almost bought it a couple of times. But that would probably be the next card of his that I would add to the Otto Graham collection.